here we are for season 16 of Racing Formula League. We are here at the opener in Miami, and it is lights out, and away we go. There's been a jump start penalty given out already, but into turn one, who will come out on top here? Oh, and it's a fight side by side for P1, but Jack stays ahead of Tom here further back. There's a bit of contact occurring in the midfield, and still side by side. Oh, that was very close indeed, but they've managed to get through so far, and few drivers making up positions, making those overtakes work out, and it's completely nose to tail here, side by side through the pack as well. Who's going to gain some positions here? Can it be 3 or 4 wide? Oh my goodness me, it is very much 3 or 4 wide there in this battle here. And into the corner, do they come out unscathed? It looks like almost, but they will surely start settling into their positions now. And so side by side, as that is the Audi of Vapid making his way through. There's also action up ahead as well. OP under some pressure from Tarrier as well, and Jack also under pressure from Tom going into the final braking zone. Side by side they go. It's contact. Tarrier making contact there. Was that done? Was it side by side? Matthew side by side with a Red Bull of Samurai into lap number 2 they go. And who is going to come out on top here? There is position changes up and down the field. Nose to tail here as well, and it's Vapid trying to make his way through. Is there going to be some space? Oh, very close. And so still side by side, and now who comes out on top? Okay, so now it's side by side once again as, oh, who is that going off circuit there? And one of the V-carbs and Small Girl losing a bunch of positions there. And that has not worked out well for them. Still it remains though side by side here between the Alpine and McLaren of Matty and Spiro 8 going side by side. And it looks like Matty has that position for now as the two McLarens switch positions, but what is going to happen further ahead here? There's the Cadillac there of Jatin having a look up the inside of Matthew, who is closest here. Jack having a wee look here and there, but two Haas also nose to tail. Vapid making up another position in that Audi car. That's the other Audi, sorry. Oh, mistake there from the Mercedes of Hugo. So they drop down, but now Jatin makes a move on the Ferrari light shotgun side by side as well for P2. OP gets ahead of Jack for that second place position. Tarrier, he is down in P7. Not the most ideal of starts for the V-Carb for Hugo in the Mercedes, but now Tom Gorin under pressure from OP in the Red Bull, and that was a Mercedes of Jack having a look as well on Tom, and it's OP that takes the lead. Tom Gorin now second, but into the pits to serve the drive-through for the Red Bull car, so it's back to Tom Gorin in the lead, but he's under pressure now from Jack. Is he going to go up the inside? Yes, he is. Will he make the move stick though, with Samurai in the background as well, trying to get in on the action? A little bit of contact. Oh, Tom spun round. Tom has spun around in the Williams, and that's going to frustrate the Williams driver there. And now that leaves Jack in the lead. More position changes as well, but Jack still very much under pressure. Samurai going for the move now. Have they made it stick? Yes, they have. And this is an action-packed start to this race. And now, who is going to be the one in the lead as we head through Light Shock, taking P3 from Jatin there? Any other side-by-side moments? Do they keep the move? Does the Ferrari man? Yes, indeed. Light Shock keeping P3 for now. The Red Bull of OP has come out P18 after that drive-through. But now back towards the front, OP under a bit of pressure from Jack, who's gone up the inside in the Mercedes car, and now it's Jack who takes the lead. Now, who will have the lead through on to the zone of turn 1, and OP up the inside again and retakes the lead of this Miami Grand Prix, but Jack going side by side and he retakes the lead. Back away again. And this top 5, no Satel still here on lap 5. On to the back straight here, and so Samurai having a look through, and it's the Red Bull man taking the lead this time. Lightshock up to P2, Jatten up to P3 as well. And what's going to happen here into this braking zone? Still side by side, Lightshock taking a look for the lead as well in the Ferrari. And who's going to come out on top here into the Mickey Mouse chicane we go. Oh, it's not going to remain side by side here, is it? Surely. And Jack and Jatten ghosting through each other there, so they'll sort each other. They'll sort themselves out soon enough. But now for the back straight, Jatten's having a look up the inside. He goes, and he's managed to go side by side. It's almost 3 wide there, but the lead may be changing once again here, as Samurai, Lightshock and Jatten all very close to each other. Of course, Jack and Tarrier in this group as well, not at all far back either. And so side by side for the lead once again they go. This is of course great racing between these guys here. And Lightshock taking the lead. Jatten now has P2 ahead of Samurai, third Jack, right behind in fourth, and of course Tarrier watching this all unfold in P5. And of course Tom will be trying to catch up in P6, and Abel gets through on Matthew there. What's going to happen back in this lead pack here in the top 5 positions? And side by side, and that is Jack going through onto P3 ahead of Samurai, who is now 4th. It's been a fantastic race here so far, but who is going to be next to go for an overtake in this top group? Jack going for it ahead of Samurai, and side by side between those two. Oh, a bit of contact between the two of them, and will Tarrier now get in on the action here? Side by side for P3, and a yellow flag at the back, but is side by side still in this battle. Jack looking to take the advantage. Now Tarrier tries to go through. Can he take the both of them around the outside into this next sequence of corners? And Tarrier moves himself up to P3, and the top 2 making slightly a bit of a gap now, and that's the McLaren. Ben is stopped on track there as well, but it's Tarrier up to 3rd, and Jack defending P4 from Samurai at the moment, but the Red Bull man gets through up to P4. And does he have a look on Tarrier as well? He does indeed, and side by side, but can Tarrier defend the position for now here? Looks like he has done, as we've got a battle for P8 as well, and it's Zombie who has that position for now. Tom Dorian has caught back up to the back of this group now, and so is Tarrier going to be under some pressure here? Looks like he will be, and he defends for now, but Jack looking up the inside of Samurai here, side by side between the Mercedes and the Red Bull car. And through we go on to lap 8 now, and it is into the pits for Matthew for Ferrari. We'll see what sort of tyre they're going to go on to. Ben has retired in the pit lane, so the first retirement of the Grand Prix is Ben. Tom Dorian pits from what was P6, and the Williams driver goes on to a set of hard compound tyres. And who else was that pitting? That is Haas. Zombie pitting as well. And it's not quite changed for the lead actually there. And so Matty going through for P6 there on Abel. And there's a bit of a battle here behind Matthew. Vapid trying to go through, which he just about does he? And then there's Zombie as well, having just pitted, and it's the Ferrari of Matthew down to P17. Top two not into the pits. Oh, a slide from Tarrier there, and Samurai right on the tail, and it's going to be Jack into the pits as Tarrier defends the position. But Jack pitting for Mercedes and on some hard compound tyres for them. The question is going to be, where does Jack slot in? As we've got Sprue under some bit of pressure as well, but there is Tom Gorian in the background there. Where does he slot in compared to Jack? That looks like Tom is through and ahead. Tom Gorian right on the tail of Verstappen 95. Jack has slotted in a couple of positions back there behind Kozlesko. And that is Jack making up a move. Tom Gorian trying to do the same on Sprue as well. He goes to one side, has to switch to the other. And it's not quite going to be a move for Tom Gorian here. And so, was Tom going to go for it? He does go for it right on the outside, changes to the inside, and a lovely move there from Tom Gorian. But we've got nose to tail action up ahead. And in two separate occasions, Jatin right on the tail of Light Shock for the top couple of positions. Is there going to be a move for turn one? And let's have a look. Yes, there is side by side action. And Jatin through for the lead as Samurai into the pits. Samurai pitting on to some medium compound tyres. And it's all hotting up here. Samurai coming out of the pits. Where's he going to slot in? Here it is going to be P9 and behind Tom Gorian. So that is Tom going through on small guard. Doesn't make it difficult at all. Does the V carb, and now got some more cars behind as well. Does small guard, got Samurai just behind. Sprue 8 ahead of Verstappen 95 as well. And so we'll see this battle as well for P15, I believe that is, because let's go trying to make a move. Not quite able to. And we now have a battle here into the final corner. Tom getting ahead of his Williams teammate. And Samurai follows in ahead. Matty into the pits as well for Alpine. And it is also side by side P10 and 11. Zombie heading through ahead of Sprue 8's McLaren. Jack right on the tail of Verklempt. Through, and does the Mercedes man make the move? He does indeed.
Just solving a couple of technical difficulties at the moment. Forgive.
Alrighty, as Samurai has no technical difficulties whatsoever as he gets himself a through and ahead of Tom Gorian's Williams. Also action for P11 as Matthew trying to get back alongside Abel, and then Jack gets ahead of Verklempt's Williams car. For that was a big sort of train of cars here as well. But now Abel gets through on Sprue 8's McLaren there. And so into the pits for Light Shock. Light Shock has pitted from the lead group. Tarrier now pits as well, onto some hards for him as well. Samurai setting a fastest lap. Of course, we saw him go ahead of Tom Gorian, and out the pits comes Light Shock. He slots in P4 ahead of Tom, but behind that Red Bull of Samurai. Of course, now Jatin with the lead. OP in second. Of course, those two yet to pit so far. Go through all the positions. That is the Red Bull of OP letting through his teammate, and he's ensured Light Shock doesn't quite get through either, but now the Ferrari man just about gets himself through, does he? It continues on a little bit further into the Mickey Mouse chicane they go, and OP very much helping out his teammate here, giving his teammate a little bit of a gap ahead of Light Shock 16 in the Ferrari, but the Ferrari man gets contact. Oh, they've made a big collision there, and that is not good at all, and it's a virtual safety car deployed as well. And so will anybody dive into the pits? Yes, OP going into the pit lane there. Light Shock, of course, following in to the pit lane. And it's going to be some medium tyres from OP and some more cars pitting as well. Light Shock changing that front wing, and it's some hard tyres for the Ferrari driver. Ashton has sped into the pit lane there, as we see the Audi going on to some hard tyres there, and that will have been vapid on to those tyres. Further back, we may see some action here, and that is Light Shock moving up to P12 ahead of Small Girl. And so the start of the comeback from the Ferrari man has begun. Now we could very well see some action potentially here. Jack right on the tail of Tom, Tarrier on the tail of Jack as well. And is there going to be some action here? Jack going one way, change to the other. Jack up the inside of Tom Gorin, and Tarrier trying to make his way through it as well, and he has done so. So that moves Tom down to 5th. There is action in the battle of 8 as well, and that's going to be Matthew ahead of Matty there, as Light Shock overtaking Verklempt there in this battle for P11. And now it's going to be action. Tarrier goes through on Jack for P3 now. Does Jack come back into the braking zone? He has a bit of a look, but Tarrier stays in P3 for now. And Matty and Matthew switching positions once again. And so it's the Alpine ahead of the Ferrari for the moment. Do we see some more action between these two into turn 1? The Ferrari man having a look into the first corner, goes up the inside. Has he made it stick? He has indeed, as Light Shock sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. But can Matty in the Alpine maybe get back the position here? Side by side they go into the fast left hand corner, but it's the Ferrari Matthew who has that P8 position for now. The two Aston Martins switch positions here, and they switch again. So Kozlezko and Ashton 17th and 18th, as there's action in a battle for P4. Tom Gorin trying to squeeze his way through, and all this is allowing Tarrier to get away from these two. Ashton has retired, and that has brought out some sort of safety car. It's a full safety car deployed
right now, and of course myself.
Yep, so let's have a look at the busy pit lane first though. It's going to be difficult to track who does what. Both Haas's double stacking, we can see. Ferrari's pitting, a Red Bull's pitting, a McLaren's pitting. Pretty much everyone's pitting at the moment. One person who's not pitted though is the Alpine of Matty, and they find themselves in 3rd position on 6 lap old mediums.
We've got just about 9 laps left, so there's going to be a sprint to the finish. However, can Matty manage to get to the end? I don't believe so. He's got 8 lap old tires. Yep. Jack Stone's on the soft. He's going to struggle after a couple. But yeah, let's see how this goes.
Yep, and Jatin puts his foot to the floor as we get back to green flag racing. Matty's been caught a bit slightly sleeping, I would suggest. He's got Tarrier all over the back, who in turn also has Jack all over his rear diffuser as well. So,
ooh, is this going to be a move on the inside?
Pressure.
Ooh, he's really close. Oh, he's tapped him. Oh, he's tapped him again. Essentially barging him a bit out of the way there.
Yep, but Tarrier makes his way through now, and I think Jack's going to quickly follow suit here, especially on those soft tyres. Should have the grip advantage here, but let's see what happens. Matty maybe trying to use some battery to defend, but Mercedes driver up the inside into the left hand corner and makes his way through.
So this should be an exciting little battle for the podium.
It certainly should be. Matty though under some pressure from the Ferrari of Light Shock. Side by side they go down the back straight, and who is going to come out on top here into the braking zone? Light Shock has the advantage and gets himself through. Does he complete the move? He does indeed, and now Tom Gorian will look to follow through as well. Up the inside goes the Williams driver. Does he make the move stick? Yes, he does, and now it's the Haas.
Oh, that's a clean move around the outside.
Oh, not quite enough though for the battle for the lead in terms of Samurai.
Oh.
Not quite able to go through, and OP
is that
crashes
safety
in the
car?
Mickey Mouse chicane, and the safety car's back out again. Safety car back out for another trip. And into the pits, Light Shock and Jack.
Again. Penalties for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, a penalty for Jack, speeding in the pit lane. So, not ideal for the Mercedes devs. On Light Shock also going on a set of the soft tyres.
He's
tired.
He's called it a day.
And that'll, call it a day. Let's go through the order once again. Obviously, a lot of drivers pitted there. So we have Jatin leading the way on the medium tyre. Then we've got Samurai second on the hards. Then we've got Tarrier third. Tom in fourth, and it's the two Haas cars, fifth and sixth, with Zombie ahead of Abel. Then it's Verklempt on the hards in seventh, Smoggles eighth. Kirby is up to P9 in that Cadillac car. He's made up some track position by not pitting this time. So let's see what Kirby can do. And then we've got Light Shock P10, he is pitted for some soft tyres. Then we've got Matty in the Alpine P11 with Spro 8 12th, Vapids 13th, Glasgow's 14th, Matthew in 15th with Verstappen 95 P16, and Kirby has now decided to come into the pit lane.
I can imagine that Kirby is going to rely on some chaos up ahead in front of him.
Safety car, as we can see, going into the pits, and Jatin once again puts his foot to the floor nice and early this time, and he's got a big gap to Samurai behind, who is under pressure from LTK Tarrier.
Tarrier's been Tarrier. Okay, now it's looking.
We've got
good.
Vapid making moves ahead of Spro 8 for P11 there.
Right, Tarrier is looking for a move. He's using up all of his battery. Inside, outside, where is he going to go? Is he going to go inside? Yes, he is. Sending it under the Red Bull. They make a light tap. The sister team, of course. Oh, he's trying to switch back. He taps his wing a bit. He's pushing that Red Bull. Really pushing it hard now.
Very much is Verklempt making up positions as well. He has got ahead of Haas of Abel, but Light Shock right on the tail of that Haas of Abel as Vapid battling with Spro 8 once again. We can see them in the background just about, and that's because Lesko getting ahead of the McLaren, but it's Light Shock up the inside into the final braking zone of the lap, and he moves up to P7.
He's got overtake enabled. It allows for more battery recharge. 10% battery more is what Nico Rosberg said, and he makes good use of it to fly past. Not quite yet, but now very on the limit with the track limits there. But makes it stick around the outside. And up into second.
Making the move stick, and further back there's more action as well. Side by side between Lightshock and Verklempt, and also just behind that there is action as well. Oh, into the wall a bit, going Matty there, cutting the Mickey Mouse chicane, and behind him there is chaos.
There's absolute chaos there. They're unghosting, touching tyres a little bit. They're side by side down the straight. Cal, they're going to open up 4 wide in a minute.
Yeah, it looks that way nearly, as Small Girl side by side with Abel, and same goes for Lightshock and Verklempt, I believe there was there. That is because let's go right on the tail of Small Girl here in the battle for 10th position.
Down inside Sprite, he's going to make
ahead.
Sorry Cal, Sprite was about to make a double overtake into the fast swooping left-hander, but Kozlowski responds quite nicely with a lovely counter-attack up into 11th.
Yep, Sprite losing a few positions there, as that is Matthew trying to go through as well, side by side between many drivers. Small Girl getting ahead of this pack at the moment, and then still side by side with Matthew as well. Oh, getting a bit out of shape there. I was about to say Tarrier's going to get the DRS, but that is not really a thing anymore. It's everyone gets that active aero, of course. New regulations for this season, and Tarrier going side by side and now taking the lead of this Miami Grand Prix on the penultimate lap as well. But Jatin wants that race victory too, of course, and he's trying to defend it, but it's not quite enough for now. We are just about to start the final lap of this Grand Prix, and it's Tarrier who leads ahead of Jatin, ahead of Samurai. So the top 3 could all change here. Oh, Jatin switching sides into turn 1, and he's trying to go around the outside, and he made the move stick for P1.
That is a lovely overtake around the outside, and he's got the overtake as well, so he's just absolutely piped Tarrier.
Yeah, of course, the overtake gives you a bit more battery than your rival for the whole lap, if of course they do not have it either. Yep, down the first of the back straights. Is Tarrier going to go for it here, or is he going to wait for the next braking zone? Side by side, Jatin defends the inside line. Tarrier going around the outside, but it's not quite worked out. And can Samurai maybe have a look at something, but not quite any position changes there. And now,
oh my god, Tarrier's got 100% battery. He's recharged it all in those 3 corners. He's going to dump all of it. Is it going to be enough to take the lead here?
Let's have a look. Jatin trying to break the toe, but who is going to win this Miami Grand Prix? We've got one more braking zone for the drive to go, but Samurai up the inside. Oh, he's missed the braking zone. Samurai goes off. He loses position to Tom, but can he gain it back? Jatin is going to win this Miami Grand Prix. Tarrier P2, and Tom Gorian takes 3rd ahead of the Samurai, and Lightshot P5. Verklempt in 6th, Zombie in 7th, and then penalties change all the rest. So it looks Kozlowski in 8th, Abel 9th, Sprite 10th with Vapid 11th, Small Girl 12th, Matthew 13th, Matty 14th, Verstappen 95 15th, and Kirby P16.